Hi, I'm Dr. Vanek, and I'm going to be talking about some common causes of back pain and ways that you can stretch these particular areas that you can do at home to help with your back pain. So if you come on over here, we're going to talk about the psoas muscle, which is the biggest hip flexor of your body. And you can see over here how it originates from your lumbar vertebrae. So this is your lower spine here, and it combines here with the iliacus muscle that's on the inside of your hip, and it comes through your pelvis and then attaches to the lower extremity, so the inside of your thigh. And so when it contracts, it comes together like this. And so every time you sit or every time you bring your knee in towards your chest, this is contracting. So if you sit for long periods of time, it's in a contracted position. And so when you stand up, you feel like, oh gosh, my inner thigh or the front part of my pelvis is really tight. That's something that you can notice. Another thing you can notice is your back hurts. And this is a common contributor to back pain because it's connected through this region right here. So we'll show a stretch how to do that in a little bit. And then here, people have heard of the sciatic nerve. The sciatic nerve has origins through here, so it's the end of your lumbar spine here, and then the first part of your sacrum. So it has multiple areas that it originates from, and then it combines to form your sciatic nerve. And it comes through here, and if you're looking at yourself from the back, this is the end of your spine here. This is your butt muscle. If you peel that away, this is layers of, we call it the rotator cuff of your hip. And this is your piriformis muscle right here, and this sciatic nerve that I just explained comes underneath it on most people. So if your piriformis muscle is really tight, then it can push down on the sciatic nerve, causing low back pain and causing pain going down your leg and sometimes even numbness. So I'm going to show you some stretches to do that you can do at home that I give a lot of my patients on how to improve these different causes of back pain. Okay, so I'm going to have you stand up. So the first thing we're going to do is you're going to have your hands against here. Okay. We're going to do a lunge. Okay. So this foot's going to come forward. Okay. And then this foot's going to come all the way back. And then here you're going to square your hips so they're both facing that way. You're going to bend this knee, and you don't want your knee to come past your ankle right here, because if it goes past, then it gives more pressure on your knee, which we don't need. So knee over the ankle, and then do you feel a stretch through here? Yes. So this is the psoas muscle that we're targeting right here. And then you may also feel a stretch through your calf here. So in this position, you're going to take a few deep breaths, and then you're going to do the same thing on the other side. Okay? So let me have you stand up. So that's stretching the psoas muscle, and then you're going to have a seat. And swing your legs around this way. So this is a seated stretch that you can do to help your piriformis and your butt muscles. So you're going to bring this knee up. We're going to cross it over your leg. And then you're going to grab this and have this hand behind here. So you're going to lengthen through your low back here, and then you're going to bring a twist. So you're bringing your leg in towards this way and keeping long here. So do you feel stretch through here? So this is getting into your IT band and then into your hip muscle and your piriformis muscle there. Hope you feel stretched there? Yes. So make sure you do it on both sides because we don't want to be lopsided. Yes. And then go ahead and lay down. And so as you're lying down, this is another similar stretch. You're going to bring this knee up and cross it over this way. And you want to keep this hip down, because if you twist like this, that's different than keeping the hip down and bringing this knee across this way. Where do you feel it here? Right here. So you're going to feel it in the IT band and into this piriformis area right through here. Sometimes it's difficult to do this on your own. So if you were to grab your leg, you see how her neck is coming up, and that's really difficult. So you can grab a towel or a yoga strap and put it through your leg this way, and then she doesn't have to strain her neck in order to do this, and you can pull and keep this hip down at the same time. Another one you can work on is keep the leg crossed like this. You can have the ankle above the knee, and you're gonna bring this leg down, knee down, and then you're gonna lift up the opposite leg and keep this knee down. Do you feel a stretch starting in through
Yes.
here? So that's one way to do the stretch. If this isn't intense enough, in order to make it more intense, you bring the knee in towards your chest, and then again keep this knee down. So it's going to get into this area right here. Okay? Thank you very much.